day, another week, another month, another year, another Raw review. That just didn't sound right. I'm doing a Raw review instead of a mini review. Hopefully I remember everything because I didn't write no notes like I normally do. I never do write notes for my mini review because I was thinking of doing a mini. Now I'm doing a Raw review and I'm rambling because I'm worried I'm going to botch this. So, hope you guys understand if I forget something or say something wrong. Let's get to this. First thing I'm going to talk about is what happened with Miz TV and Jason Jordan. Look, I'm sure a lot of people are going to say, well, this wasn't the most wisest thing they could have done with Miz. Maybe they should have used somebody else. No, they had to use Miz for this situation because he's the wisest person to use. He's the best heel they got. There is no one better than him. And I'm not taking anything away from Samoa Joe, who personally, Samoa Joe's the best heel I like. He is. But if I'm going to talk about the most established heel on Raw, he is the most best established heel that has been there a long time. He's just the best. It makes no difference what you feel, think, or whatever. So, had a nice line, had a nice conversation, and a belly-to-belly to a Miz Taraj. I'll say this. Was Jason Jordan effective as a talker? No. He's okay. I don't believe he's in a very... I'm not trying to bury the guy, because this is now the first time he's ever been put into a high-profile feud. And actually is getting a huge amount of shine by himself, mind you, not in NXT or SmackDown. This is Raw. This is the first time he's ever getting real exposure just himself. So I don't expect him to be very good at it first. I just don't see him being a good talker. Not at first. I expect him to be an okay talker, which he is. So the feud is on the way. The question is going to be, can Jason Jordan pull this off? And can The Miz and Kurt Angle help him in the parts that he needs the most work in? That's building his character and being able to really build up charisma. Wrestling is not going to be the issue here. It isn't. But his charisma needs work. His mic skills needs work. If he can't get those things to work, ring work will not be enough to interest not just the fans, which fans still care about him. It will be the WWE themselves. You know how they are. If they're not great talkers, if they don't sell enough merch, even though when they do sell merch, they kind of fuck them over anyway. But if they're not the way they like them, they bury their asses. Now here's a person that we're going to talk about that's buried. Bray Wyatt. Why? Why are they doing this? Finn Balor, I've said it. I don't hate Finn. It's the point that they rushed him too soon. They got no character for him. And he's doing absolutely nothing, particularly that the scene that Bray Wyatt tried to paint about him being nothing. What happened? Couldn't he have came out as the demon? The Balor. Why didn't he come out as the Balor demon? Why did he just come out as regular Finn Balor with the leather jacket? That made no freaking sense. This is exactly the right time to show the demon. And he didn't go there. And this just looked stupid. It did. I feel sorry for Bray Wyatt. This is not about Finn. Finn is going to, if they're willing to do something with him, they will build him up. He will become something eventually. If it's not going to be on the main roster or SmackDown, they can put him on 205 Live. People will still love him there. I know he won't get the shine that many people are going to like, but they'll still love him. But as it stands, Bray Wyatt is the major issue. If they're not willing to do anything with Bray Wyatt, why are they doing this to him? I feel like this is torture for the man. What is he doing? He's putting over Finn, where Finn really isn't. This isn't a time for Finn to be put over anyway. He has no character. He's not even being allowed to show the demon because they want to save it. Then why didn't they use it in the last pay-per-view? That was a stupid thing. Anyway, let's see here. What is the next thing we could talk about? The thing that's worrying me is about Cesaro and Sheamus has been built up for quite a while to be something. Now that the Hardys are working with, well, the Revival is a young tag team and they need the rub from the Hardys. But now if you're going to do something like I said earlier, wait, did I say something earlier about Dean? No, sorry. The thing that gets me, they want to make Dean and Seth Rollins a tag team. This is what I believe they want to do. This is what I think they want to do. And the problem I see is this. It's not going to be a bad problem turning Dean and Seth Rollins into a tag team if they're actually going there. The way it looks is either one or two things. Either they're trying to build sympathy up enough that Dean will accept Seth again, and they will work as a tag team and they'll win tag team gold. Because to be honest, as it stands, Dean and Seth Rollins are doing nothing. They're better off going into the tag division and actually winning gold. But the thing that's getting me, the way they're sponsoring this situation between each other, it looks like they want to turn Seth Rollins heel. Now, here's the problem. People want to see Dean and Seth Rollins work together. They want to see a mini Shield. If the WWE is doing what I think they're doing, and they're going to simply just turn Seth heel on Dean Ambrose, it's a huge waste of time. People don't want to see him as a heel. But then you think about what's going on with Sheamus and Cesaro. Two guys, well, I'll put it to you like this. You know what would be good? Put Finn Balor with Sheamus. Put two Irishmen to work together. Why not? A big power guy versus with a really high-flying fast guy. Two Irishmen. That would get along very well. That would be something interesting to see. But you got Cesaro, who actually should be a singles competitor, working with Sheamus, who will probably be better off in a tag team right now. And when it comes down to it, as much as I know a lot of people do like them as they are, and the kilt thing I did say would be the wisest thing to do if they both came out in the kilt, and look what they're doing, they're coming out in kilts. But the thing is that right now, if they are going with one of the two I just said with Seth and Dean, it kind of kills what's going on with Cesaro and Sheamus. I know it sounds silly, but that's what I see. The triple threat. Why? Why did we just have a freaking triple threat on Raw? Why do we have a triple threat where you're pretty much showing everything these guys can do? Taking away what happened with Brock Lesnar at the beginning of the show, saying simply, I have to win. This is unfair. If I don't win, I'm leaving. Taking away from that, seeing this now was a great match to a certain extent. But it's a stupid situation. You just gave away how these guys perform all three together. You could have done some fighting in the back. You could have let at least one of them have a match. Not all of them, just one. It could have been Samoa Joe. It could have been Roman Reigns. Or it could have been Braun Strowman. Have a match for one of them for this week. Maybe next week another match for them. We got 3 weeks before SummerSlam. You could have gave each of them a match. And then you could have had a fight, and none of them could have gotten the advantage. That would have been the most wisest thing to do, but no. You let Roman Reigns win the match. Now, I'm not against Roman Reigns. This is not his fault. Roman Reigns is being put in a position where it's going to make him look bad. Not because he's going to win. It's because, essentially, you just gave away how everyone is going to respond at SummerSlam. Sometimes it's better not to give the hint how everyone works together. And if Roman Reigns is the winner, which doesn't mean he is, it kind of just defeats the purpose of trying to get him over. It just does. It looks telegraphed, even if it isn't telegraphed. That's just how I feel. Finally, the last thing I'm going to talk about is what happened with... Why did we have a match between Kaz and Big Show? Why couldn't we have waited? Why couldn't we have waited for SummerSlam to get a real payout? Why did we have a match before? Or let them fight before? Why did you have Enzo fight Big Kaz again? Which brought Big Show in. Which brought this situation in. It just seems stupid. If you're going to try and get a payout for Kaz. And this is the thing that kills me. You got Kaz. Who is obviously a future replacement for the Big Show. It is. He is. He is Big Show's replacement. Big Show's working with him to groom him to take his place when he finally retires. Maybe within 3 to 5 years from now. I don't know how long the Big Show is going to work. He's about my age. I think about my age or 1 year younger. He's about 45 years old. I'm 1 year older than him. So the thing that gets me, if they are grooming him to take Big Show's place, why aren't you letting him understand that you're going to try and get him over? Do it at a signature pay-per-view. This is dumb. Having Enzo get his head kicked off again was dumb. Having the Big Show 2 to 3 weeks in a row getting his head kicked off by Kaz, even if he can get back at him, is wrong. Doing this match, and I believe they did a match before this, is wrong. It should be at SummerSlam. You're trying to get a big man over to make him important. And you just did this. You got more people than SmackDown. This is it. Calm down. Calm. I see it like this. 60% of the current talent that WWE has, at least 60-70%, is on Raw. You got more people on Raw than SmackDown. You got more writers on Raw than SmackDown. You got more better production on Raw than SmackDown. But then you don't have the brain power of Raw. You have one writer on SmackDown that last year killed it. I don't know the guy's name. Damon or something, I think. The Lux Man knows his name. I keep forgetting it. But this guy's been replaced by Road Dogg. And I am telling you, the writers just don't get it. The way they built this show, the way they built the WWE is so asinine. This is just me. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. You guys tell me the reason why this show was good. Because as I see it, you gave away a triple threat on regular TV. And you just gave away a match of two really big guys, the biggest guys you got next to Braun Strowman. You just gave it away on normal TV as well, instead of making it special on the pay-per-view. That's coming. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace. Just tell me what you guys think.